Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be Mherex Redo Episode 4. We're gunning for League 4. We got past that giant roadblock, and we're back, and we're in action, and we're trying to finish off this last task so that we can jump to League 4. So we're going to get started. I don't think we have a whole heck of a lot longer to go, but we do have a couple of these Seth matches. He can sometimes hit hard, so hopefully this won't be as frustrating as some of the previous ones. Again, the link, the PG Air link, any color moves start with one more MP. That means in a tag match, you get that extra ability right there. So let's get out here and just get to it. So ideally, we wanna avoid especially black for Seth. We also want to get blue, black, or yellow for us. Let's just go ahead and do this. Row break of yellow right here. Yes, I know it leaves him a 3 match of black, but what are you going to do? We want to get where we want to get, right? And this gets us there. So my kitty cat Mo is playing with me. You can't see him, but he's right here playing. Oh, good boy. Yeah. He's kind of a streamer cat. He likes chilling. You can see that the move damage kind of tickles a little bit. As I said before, it's not designed for some character that level to hit us this hard. Trying to think about how I want to do this, and we're gonna do this. Trying to get some extra damage off him so we can finish him off without Seth getting a tag in, you know? So we're gonna do a couple row breaks, get his life down, and then pop that finisher. And this will hopefully get us where we want to be. Hopefully we don't break all of these loot box gems that do 1 damage. That would be a tragedy. Shakespearean even. There we go. So we got through that one. A little bit scathed, but we did get through it. And we should be in the clear now. Should being the operative word here. Because Big E was given a rework too. Not a great one, but he was. We're going to use a health pack. One thing we didn't cover, and I kind of skipped over it there, is there's a class advantage wheel. Every class, it's think rock, paper, scissors, but with all the different classes. So striker, showboat, technician, powerhouse, acrobat, and trickster. Each one has one they're stronger against and one they're weaker against. And it's a 25% gem boost if you're going against someone that you're strong against. Later on, there's going to be moves that are hardcore moves and that work against particular classes, and we'll get more into that at that point. But definitely know there are class advantages. So yeah. I'll show you how you can see the wheel and start figuring that out. Acro is good against Showboat, so Kofi is an Acro here, and he's getting boosted damage against the Showboat, 25% gem damage in point of fact. But that's a good talking point that we'll go over as soon as I get out of this match. And Kofi goes down. Rock with the victory pose, and let's take a look at where you can see that wheel. I don't. Where does it show it now? Ah, here it is. So let's go back to. You know how you know where something is? So here's your class advantage wheel. Showboat is strong against Striker, Striker Trickster, Trickster Technician, Technician Powerhouse, Powerhouse Acrobat, Acrobat Showboat. This is a Trickster, so a Striker would have a bonus on him. Right now we don't have enough characters for this to really matter. But yeah, that's how that works. There's also something called styles, which hasn't came into play yet. Oh, we have a wild card here, 5-match. But will later. That counts for hardcore moves. We won't get into that right now because right now it's not really going to matter to you. But know that the class does matter. Eventually, you're going to want someone strong in each class to meet requirements, right? So for now, be aware of those classes. They used to have very distinct capabilities. They still, in differences, they still do to a point. Like, showboats have the most health in the game, considerably more than, let's say, Striker, who has the least. Striker has the strongest gems in the game. Um, so Technician kind of has a decent amount of health, a decent amount of move damage, decent amount of gem damage, like kind of all sorts of different things. Acrobats generally had multiply gems to themselves, not so much anymore. Um, we haven't seen multiply gems yet. That's another special gem type we'll get into. Powerhouses used to tend to have the biggest move damage and like second biggest um, gem damage, but not really anymore necessarily with the move damage. The gem damage, I think they're still the second highest though. But yeah, it used to be like very, very distinct things. Tricksters tend to be tricky. They might have like a stun, trap moves. They used to be more likely to have those things like submissions, stuff like that. So we're going against the New Day, Big E, Kofi. Hopefully this is the match we need to win. And we can move on to League 4. Let's see if Big E's moves here. We should be okay. Should be okay. 11, 11, 8, and 7. Yeah, we should be okay on Big E. Should be no issues there. Let's just get started with our blues. Real break here. Get 2 more blues. Nice little cascade. We do need to be aware it's a tag match. Definitely need to be aware of that. Kind of thought he would tag out there. If we can get our finisher loaded, we could maybe do some work. All right. So we want to get him down to about 3.5k health so that, because it takes so long to reload our move, we don't want to blow it early. You know what I mean? So we're just going to try to do some extra damage here and get him down to about 3.5k or so. So we should be able to win next turn because we got both moves loaded, because at the start of your turn, you get an additional MP, and we got lots of yellow gems on the board to work with. So yeah, we should be able to put them away here. Should being the operative word. Easy peasy. There we go. Now, hopefully, this finishes out League 3 and we get to League 4. Let us see. Hey, there we go. That was the one. And now we have our first MP trainer, although right now we're not at a level where we can do anything with that. So hopefully League 4 changes all that. That's huge. Woods is someone we'll definitely be investing in. He's also a striker. You can see here at 3K talent, black moves start with 1 more MP. Will work nicely on rock. 1K talent moves start with 2 more MP, 2.53 more, and 5K 4 more. This 9K ability, not really anything to concern yourself with. 5K is where you want to get him with as quickly as possible. So yeah, we unlocked lots of stuff. The European Tour on the road, Monday Night Raw hard mode, Deadman Daily hard mode, Entourage's Daily Showdown, moments, and loadouts. Good stuff. Let's look at this offer and see what it is. It's probably not going to be good at all. Yeah, this is a horrible, actually horrible offer. Don't go anywhere near this offer. For $14.99, you're going to have lots better stuff to spend on. So yeah, leave this one alone. Speaking of that, we're going to have plenty of stuff to talk about, but let's look at what our tasks are. We can go ahead and claim this one. Win a PvP battle. We have to win a showdown. We have to win 3 battles of Dead Man's Daily hard mode. Complete European Tour London. Upgrade 3 superstars to 2-star silver. Complete Women's Evolution Tour Chapter 3. And then defeat the League of Nations on the WWE Live Tour St. Louis. And then earn 600 league points. So let's go ahead and claim our dailies. Claim them up now and finish that off. I was kind of waiting to get there. And we'll just go ahead and claim all these bags for our daily. Plenty of there. And boom. Now that also, you can see we do earn VIP for doing dailies. So eventually you can increase your VIP slowly for free. Yeah. Now we can claim that reward, some cash. You're going to want to save all that cash for sure. These manager reward coins are coins you get to do pulls. These are free pulls. And we will take a look at that in just a second. So we've unlocked moments. I don't know if, let's see if we start with some. It looks like we're going to maybe start with some. Yeah, they're all inactive right now. So moments is another thing in the game. You can see we have 10, but they're not activated because we don't have the right things to activate them. And 55 locked moments. Basically what these do, certain scenarios in the game, sometimes all modes, sometimes faction feud, sometimes showdown, sometimes boss, sometimes tours, they give the characters in the moment special abilities. When we get somebody where a moment is important, we will go over that more in depth. But for now, just know that these moments are extra things that can make your superstars better, right? And there's a lot of them. So there's a ton of stuff that can potentially improve your characters, right? Let's go and see. So we really want League 5 because that gives us access to the contests and factions. That's when stuff should really open up, for sure. But in the meantime, there is this loot that I haven't talked about yet. The Silver League loot. That 1,000 currency you saw me claim for getting the daily done gives you pulls for this, right? Rarity range is 1-star to 2-star. This Austin is actually quite good. He was just reworked recently. He's really, really good. Woods, of course, we already have, so not a big deal. None of these are a huge deal. He's a blue gem generate trainer, might be useful at some point, but really none of these are a big deal right now. So we don't really care. Keep saving your currency till we get a league where there's something that'll benefit you huge. So I'm going to save my league currency. I would recommend you do the same. Okay. So that's that. And I don't think any of this other stuff is stuff it's all paid stuff that you shouldn't worry about now. While we're at it, let's go over some of the offers that are currently there. Here's this Woods that we got. This is Trickster Woods. He's black MP. We have, that's the one we have, but it gives them to you at 5-star bronze for $4.99. I've went over this before. Again, if you want to spend the $5, that's not necessarily a bad spend. You don't need to. League 4 Entourage Superstar Feature Bundle. This gives you all of the MP trainers, one of each color for $14.99 at 2-star silver. You should be able to earn these free at League 5 doing key pulls. It might take you a few months to get them all. This is not horrible per se, because it gives you yellow, blue, red, green, black, and purple MP trainers. That's all the colors. So this one is not a terrible deal, but I think we'll see. I'm obviously playing free, so we can see how long it takes me to get them, but that one's not terrible. Stay away from this one, right? In my opinion. And like all of this stuff is not important here so far. Let's see some of the flash deals. There was a Steph one that popped up for $1.99. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I don't see it right here, so I don't know where it went, but that one isn't terrible. I should have covered it before I clicked it out of the way, talked about it. That Steph offer at 4-star, whatever it is, isn't terrible. But you don't really need it. You're not going to use her long term. King of Kings is an okay pass, but again, no rush right now. I would say recommend just to wait. And then Strap Up Pass is going to be awesome, but right now, not so much. This pass here gives you, on sign up, you get 250k coins and the icon Sting. And then you get 100 cash and 10k coins daily. And then weekly you get 35 Showboat Charlotte shards. That's not a big deal and more. This is worth it because it's Sting is another red MP trainer. You buy this once, you get Sting, you get to keep him forever, and then you can cancel it. So if you're going to spend $7.99, this would be a good one because it gives you 2 red MP trainers that'll come in big in the future. But for now, there's again no rush. You don't need it right now. It's not going anywhere so far as I know. Strap Up Pass is awesome, but right now it would do nothing for you, so don't worry about it. Ignore these, and this one can be solid, but right now you don't need it, so I would also say ignore that. I think that covers all the offers I'm looking at so far. So we're good there. And then, what's in my mailbox here? Showdown rewards. Interesting, because I haven't played any yet. So, Showdown is a mode that there are events around, and I think we'll get into that in the next video. We will do, let's do the Dead Man's Daily hard mode on this one, though. Because we did normal, we've done it already, normal, in the previous video. So let's go right into hard here and get that knocked out, that part of the quest. And maybe, yeah, I think we'll do that, and then we'll call that good for episode 4, because the previous one was so long, episode 3 was so long because we hit that huge roadblock, with Miz. So I think that'll put us in a good spot time-wise, much more where I want to be. And then we can resume on episode 5 from here. We'll talk about Showdown in that particular game mode. You'll be playing a lot of Showdown. Back in the day, Taker was actually quite good because this tricolor, all the moves fed the moves, and he could get loaded fairly efficiently. Now he's no longer any good, but way back in the day, he was quite a good showboat. Lots of chooses. Back when chooses was enough, now you need like special stuff going on. Big move damage, metals, straps, plates. A lot of stuff we'll end up covering. But yeah, he fills his moves rather nicely, which is a little bit of a pain facing him when we don't get loaded super fast. Oh yeah, we didn't do any entourage stuff. But we can put Woods on here for 1 extra black MP. We're going to take this row break here. And assuming he doesn't kill us here, we'll be good to win next turn. Which I don't think he will. Big cascade, though. I should never say that stuff. Always comes back to haunt me. Just get our yellow 3 match, pop our finisher, and we should be good. Should indeed be good. All right. 2 more to go. Special rules. Gems with a plus or minus will appear more or less often. A no symbol means no gems of that type will appear. Okay. Does this one have special rules? I don't remember it having special rules. I think they're just telling us that. So entourage, you can see here, we now have this unlocked. We have, at this level, we can equip 1 trainer. We have blue and yellow moves. You can see Cena adds 7% yellow gems, Steph green and black, etc., etc. And apparently I didn't recruit Woods, so let's do that on our roster. And we're also going to level him up. Now, talent is based on a few things. It's based on the rating, the A, C, B, tier, S tier. Again, that's a number for Scopely. We don't care about that. That's a Scopely number. And then your levels, and if your stars are filled, as well as your moves being leveled as well. We can get some usage out of him as well. With these in particular, these got multiply gems, so we can talk about that when we get there. And then 3 random gems into black gems, and then of course we got a finisher here. And that puts him up to 1200 talent. So we actually can start with 2 more MP on our black moves, which is significant actually on rock, because you get 1 for your turn. So this 8 MP move, now we put Woods on here, and we're going to start with 3 and then only need 5 gems to load the black moves. So you can see it starts getting a little bit easier to get your moves loaded. And to get started and things like that. And once you get, there's what's called recycling, where your superstars moves feed their other moves and you can keep recycling. That's kind of what we're going for. And we have a black gem here, so let's just get started with that. You can see he loaded his MP steel, no issues there. That's not a problem for us. We're not worried about that. We are, however, he does have a significant amount more HP than we do. Or not more, but more than we had. So it's much closer to even now. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work to take him down, but that's okay. Got a blue match we're going to take. That is not going to work out exactly how I want it to, but that's okay. Taker has trap gems. So he's going to get a chance probably to use them. We need 6 yellow MP, so 2-3 matches. Luckily, we have that. So let's take the 3 and the 3. And we cascaded, but not so far that we pinned him. This probably won't get the win unless we get a big cascade, but let's just go for it here. Because I feel like his finisher and traps, if the AI plays it right, could be trouble for us. We're definitely not going to keep him down. So these are trap gems. You can't see where they are. They generally do something when you break them that hurts you, and they also do something for the AI here that helps them. This finisher, I believe, breaks trap gems. I could be wrong. It does. And then that broke a couple other gems. In this case, it wasn't too big a deal, but we don't have a lot of health left. The move damage is what tickled, right? You can see his finisher, 5,000 damage. Our finisher, 1,800 damage. Not great. Definitely not ideal. We did get Cascade, so we should get out of this. I kind of don't want to take the yellow, but definitely should have held my moves. Mistakes were made, but let's get this black reloaded again, though. This is definitely not gimme the hard mode trying to beat these. We might see if we can level rock up just to get through this, because I want to get to a nice Cascade. I really want to get to League 5, because that's when the game really starts to open up. But if we can avoid it, I will try to avoid it. And this situation is where, you know, like buying the Woods fuse or the Steph fuse might not be terrible, right? But we're trying to avoid that as long as possible, because there will definitely be stuff we want over time for sure. Let's level this up. And so to evolve a superstar, you need tokens. We don't have any of these tokens, so I can't take him to gold anyway. And you also need all of your moves and levels, so we would also have to level that move, which is not a problem, but it wouldn't do anything for us right now, so. However, if we can get Bliss loaded and tag Bliss in, she's got a big sub, and that can take out Zombie Sasha for us. So that's going to be what we're going to look to do, I think. If we can. Yeah, 33,000 health for TLO Taker. Not good. 22,000 for us. Not ideal. So he had reworked moves, and not the best rework, but I think their damage is probably 2,000, 4,000, 27,000. If he hits his finisher, we're done. And it's not gonna happen. So we definitely do not want him to his finisher. No good gems, but we have a wild card here, so let's take it. Okay, and we are gonna have to cycle a few times if we beat him, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit the finisher here, because we have to start doing some damage, and also hopefully we can get Bliss subcharged. So to charge Bliss's moves, we need to break blue gems, and there we got 3, or red, right? The corresponding amount. So that's what we're trying to do here, is get her moves charged. They tagged in, which is great. We're okay with that. Not really as wild about that big cascade, though, because we don't have a lot of health, because we're very low level. So that was not cool. And we're gonna, maybe we'll get lucky and hit a blue match here. Yeah, but we cascaded a little more than I wanted to. She's got the freeze move that we talked about. Freeze gems you'll rarely see. For the most part, they're not too big a deal. The best character right now with freeze gems is Hall of Fame Ron Simmons. They need to stop cascading, though, because I am going to die if they do. And unfortunately, that got it to where Taker can tag. So the fact that we cascaded and pinned him is going to lose this match for us. Actually, which is super unfortunate, because we had it set up perfect, but we cascaded so far, because when you pin them, it takes 1 off of the tag counter, right? So she would have had 1 more, would have ticked twice, we would have beat Sasha, but no luck. The game hates us, so, you know, it happens sometimes. But this one we should be able to win. Hopefully not as hard as the last time I tried doing a difficult match. I do need to win all of it, right? Just to make sure. It's technically we can win tomorrow on hard mode if we can't beat this one too. Because they happen every day, right? But I just as soon get it done now. Ooh, blue 5 match. Beautiful. And we're just gonna stick right with those blues. So Alexa's sub is charged. So we can just hit the sub right away when we get, if they tag Alexa in, which would be great. Taker's gonna definitely do that stuff. We have a row break and a 3 match. We're gonna do that. Absolutely. Well, that's a big cascade. I'll take it. 8k damage. That might be our biggest hit to date. We almost got our hit points evened up. All right, there's the tag. Beautiful. Everything's good so far. Don't. All right. And 29.7. Our sub is 28, so we're not quite there. This should hopefully get us there. Yes. So now, yeah, now we can win. Doot, doot, doot. There's one tick, and there we go. Done. There we go. All right. Love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for episode 4. We got League 4, and we got our Dead Man's daily task out of the way for League 4. Getting towards League 5. So we still have a bunch of tours, and we got to upgrade 3 superstars to 2-star silver as well. So we definitely have some stuff to do still, and I'll probably break this down into the rest of this into like 2 additional videos at least for that, because it just takes a while. So hopefully you're enjoying this. I'm enjoying it when I'm not frustrated. This one was much better, and hopefully some of the harder things can be smoothed out a little bit for you guys. So let me know what you think in the comments, and remember to like, subscribe, and share, because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Much better. This one went much, much better.